of confluences holds many secrets. One such secret, whispered amongst its oldest residents, is the haunting of the ancient forest on its outskirts. Locals speak of eerie sounds and unsettling shadows, warning off anyone foolish enough to venture in after dark. Many dismiss these stories as mere folklore, but I, drawn by an insatiable curiosity, decided to experience the truth for myself. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, the forest seemed to come alive in a different way. A strange stillness hung in the air, broken only by the rustling of leaves, as if the forest itself was whispering secrets. An unsettling silence, amplified by the knowledge of the stories I had heard, pressed in on me. Tales of lost travelers and mysterious creatures echoed in my mind. My heart pounded in my chest as I took my first step into the unknown, each footfall a reminder of the eerie silence that surrounded me. The forest seemed to hold its breath, waiting for what would come next. The air grew thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. Shadows danced in the flickering light of my torch, taking on monstrous forms that sent shivers down my spine. A sudden rustle in the undergrowth made me jump, my heart hammering in my chest. Section 4, face to face with the unknown, my breath caught in my throat as I heard it again. A low, guttural growl that seemed to come from the very depths of the forest. The sound was unlike anything I had ever heard before, sending shivers down my spine. It was as if the forest itself was alive, breathing and watching my every move. I froze, fear rooting me to the spot. My heart pounded in my chest, each beat echoing in the silence of the night. The darkness seemed to close in around me, suffocating and oppressive. My blood ran cold as a pair of eyes, glowing with an eerie green light, materialized in the darkness ahead. They were unblinking, fixed on me with an intensity that made my skin crawl. It felt as though those eyes could see right through me, into the very depths of my soul. A cold dread washed over me, paralyzing me with fear. I could feel the weight of the unknown pressing down on me, making it impossible to move or think clearly. The forest was silent, save for the occasional rustle of leaves and the distant hoot of an owl. I wanted to run, to scream, but I was trapped, frozen in the gaze of the unknown. My legs felt like lead and my voice was caught in my throat. The only thing I could do was stand there, helpless and terrified as the eyes continued to watch me, unblinking and relentless. Section 5, the lingering fear. The eyes blinked and then they were gone, vanished back into the darkness as quickly as they had appeared. It was as if they had never been there, but the chill running down my spine told me otherwise. The forest seemed to close in around me, the fog thickening, making it hard to see even a few feet ahead. I stood there for what felt like an eternity, my heart still pounding in my chest. The silence was deafening, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves. Every shadow seemed to move, every sound amplified in the stillness of the night. My breath came in short, shallow gasps as I tried to calm myself. Slowly, I backed away, my eyes darting frantically around me, searching for any sign of movement. The fear was palpable, a living, breathing entity that seemed to wrap itself around me. I could feel the weight of the darkness pressing in, making it hard to think, hard to move. I didn't wait to see what those eyes belonged to. The thought of what might be lurking in the shadows was too much to bear. My instinct screamed at me to run, to get as far away from that place as possible. I turned and ran, not stopping until I reached the safety of the city lights. The familiar glow of the street lamps was a welcome sight, a beacon of hope in the oppressive darkness. My legs burned, my lungs ached, but I didn't dare slow down until I was sure I was safe. Even now, years later, the memory of that night, the chilling growl and those glowing eyes continue to haunt me. The image is seared into my mind, a constant reminder of the terror I felt. I often find myself looking over my shoulder, half expecting to see those eyes staring back at me from the darkness. A constant reminder of the darkness that lurks just beyond the edges of our known world. It's a reminder that there are things out there in the shadows that we may never fully understand. The fear lingers, a shadow that follows me, a testament to the unknown horrors that exist just out of sight.